All right, let's get to our final segment, Trent's Top 10. Trent's Top 10 MLB teams. Let's go. Number 10, we got the Toronto Blue Jays. Guys, man. Blue Jays are an offensive powerhouse. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is absolutely killing the baseball right now, doing a great job. They're about middle of the road with their pitching staff, doing a little better than what I thought. I thought they'd be bottom third in the league. They're actually 14th in team ERA. That goes along with second in team batting average and tied for sixth with the most runs batted in. They also have the seventh best run differential in the major leagues with a plus 62, while only being 3 games over 500, indicating they might be one of the most unlucky teams in baseball. With that run differential and you're only 3 games over 500, that's ridiculous. Blue Jays at 10. Number 9, we got the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers have a great pitching staff. They do struggle to score runs, but they do lead the National League Central to give them that number 9 spot. And again, they struggle to score runs. I do not love their offense right now, but their pitching staff, I think, gets them over that. I think they're slightly better than the Mets, who I considered to be putting in this list as well, but the Mets offense is just absolutely putrid. They are god-awful, and their pitching staff is the best in baseball, but they are god-awful when it comes to trying to score runs, and it's been bad. Number 8, I don't get this team at all. I really don't. It's Oakland. Guys, I've looked at so many statistics while looking this up last night to try to explain how good they are, and I can't find anything distinctive other than the fact that they're 14 games over 500. So that's the only reason they're number 8. I was like, they're 14 games over 500. I can't leave them off. So screw it. They're going to number 8. They're middle of the road in every statistic. Every single one. Every single one that I use usually to judge how good a team is, they're about middle of the road. So I have no idea how they're 14 games over 500. Not like they have a horrible run differential. I mean, granted, being 14 games over and having like a plus 30 is not great. But that's still 8th best in baseball. That's top third in the league. Number 7, Chicago White Sox. Now, they've had some difficulty as well trying to score runs, but they are third in the league in on-base percentage and are 7th in the league in ERA. I love teams that draw walks, love teams that get on base. They need to figure out how to score runs. They need to figure out how to score runs because it does not matter how many walks you draw, how many hits you get, what your batting average is. What matters at the end of the day is, are you scoring? Because that's how you win. That's how you win. You're going to have to score. Number 6, the Boston Red Sox. Now, the Red Sox, again, win today. They're in a tough division, the American League East, and, have really overachieved coming into this season. A lot of people were considering them to be about the 4th best team. They're right now the 2nd best team playing in that division. They're currently 3rd in the league in batting average, 3rd in the league in runs batted in. They're an offensive powerhouse. Their pitching has been about middle of the road to bottom in the league. They need to improve that. I'm hoping by the trade deadline they pick someone up for their stake, but other than that, the Red Sox stay at 6. Number 5, San Diego Padres. Now, Fernando Tatis is an absolute monster. The Padres are 2nd right now in the major leagues with a 3.11 team ERA, only behind the New York Mets, and are 9th in the league in runs batted in. And they're about middle of the pack in batting average, but they have drawn the 3rd most walks in baseball, meaning they get on base. And when they get on base, they're scoring because they have 9. They're 9th in runs batted in. Number 4, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, coming into this season, they were the favorites. And we knew the Pirates were a solid competition in their division. But really, they've kind of fallen to that 2nd spot to a team that we're going to mention. I have no idea how this team's performing that well. But the Dodgers, getting back to them, 4th team. They're 4th in team ERA, including 1st in opponent batting average. Their pitching is unbelievable. Their pitching is absolutely unbelievable. They're 2nd in the league in runs batted in. They're about middle of the pack in batting average, but they do get on base the 2nd most in Major League Baseball. So, again, they don't hit. They get on base with walks. They score. I love people that draw walks, work pitch counts. It demoralizes a pitcher. It does great things for a team. They don't hit the ball as much as they probably should, but if you're getting on base and scoring, that's really all that matters. Number 3, Tampa Bay Rays. They're always in the mix, despite being a penny pinching payroll, like having a penny pinching payroll. I have no idea. This roster is filled with guys that are groundbreaking names. I've never heard of these guys, or some of them. Never heard of them. But they're coming in producing for the Tampa Bay Rays. Sure. Despite that, they're 5th in team ERA, tied for 6th in runs batted in. And they're leading the American League East, which might be one of the toughest divisions in baseball outside of the National League West. I have no idea how, but they are. Number 2, the San Francisco Giants. Now, the Giants have come on very strong in this first half, and they're really the shocker of any team. The Giants are really the shocker. They lead the National League West. They just won their 50th game yesterday. And the Giants right now, 3rd in the league in team ERA, 11th in batting average, and tied for 3rd in runs batted in. They are absolutely crushing the baseball. They have a great pitching staff, and they're producing. They're not a young team either. They're a middle of the road age team, and I think it's just a lot of veterans coming together and producing. Number 1, Houston Astros. I mean, how do you really leave them off this list? How do you put them in any? I know nobody likes them, but good Lord. Just off an 11-game winning streak. They did lose last night, but they're 1st in team batting average and runs batted in. They're hitting the ball better than anybody, and they're driving in more runs than anybody. They're 8th in team ERA, meaning their pitching staff is unbelievable. And they're getting on base more than anyone else in the league. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know. That's Trent's Top 10.